and co-founder of Animal Chiropractic Education Source. Can you imagine the future of animal chiropractic when, say for instance, you've been to one of those beach towns where it's all touristy and every other building is a store for swimsuits. How does that happen? How do those stores thrive and survive? Because they all appear to be selling the same thing. Swimsuit, swimwear, beach towels, beach toys. Like every store is basically the same on the outside. What makes them different on the inside? And how do they thrive? When you go into them, you can find whatever size and shape and color you want to fit your needs. That's part of why they thrive and survive. They probably don't all carry exactly the same materials. And every now and then you'll find that one outlier who is like, the fancy boutique, and you come in and we're going to help you try on your swimsuit. We're going to make recommendations for you. Those kinds of things. Can you imagine that same strip setting? So imagine that same road, and what you see on it are different buildings that are animal chiropractic practices. How is that possible? Easy peasy, because it will give consumers like you, animal owners, 70% of the population that is, the opportunity to choose which particular doctor, which particular kind of doctor they want. Who do they want to go see? When you drive through a town, how do you choose your restaurant? You choose it, if you're driving through at mealtime, you choose it by how many cars are parked in front of it. If you're driving through when it's not mealtime and you're looking for food, you choose it by the reviews. You choose it by how many, good reviews they have. You read the bad reviews and you kind of decide, do these bad reviews matter? I don't know. So as animal chiropractors, can you imagine a world where that's what sets the tone for you? That there is a choice. People get to make a decision, and they have so many choices that their decisions will be made based on your past performance or your future thinking performance. How many of you think about what you're doing today and how it's going to affect your future? I thought of that this morning, that future pacing. What are you doing today that's going to be the same as what you're doing tomorrow, next week, 10 years from now? And how is that going to impact your life and the lives of those people who come behind you? Are you serving your clients in a way that will make it so that those doctors who come after you can build on that practice, can continue that practice and make it better and make it bigger? You should make it easy for them to walk into that practice and build that practice. Don't make it hard, because don't make it so they have to retrain everybody. Don't make it so that they have to, build it from the ground up, tear it down, start over. If that's the case, I'm not sure you're doing yourself a service. I'm not sure you're doing animal chiropractic as a profession a service. When that happens, I want you to think about it. Who are you serving? Who are you there for? Are you trying to be the hero, or are you trying to help, really and truly help your patients and clients? If you are there to serve those patients and clients, you can tell it's hot out because all the dogs are sitting in the shade. That one. They run until they get to the shade and then they stop. You can tell it's getting warm. It's a beautiful day here at the A.C.E.S Ranch. We had a beautiful Easter It was rainy the night before. It was cloudy during the day, and then it turned into a nice sunny day at the end. What's that tell us? Well, the almanac tells us that if it rained on Easter Sunday, it will rain for the next 7 Sundays in a row. Well, it didn't rain on Easter Sunday. It rained the night before. I'm not sure how that differentiates it. But what that tells me is we are going to have beautiful weather until the middle of June. And here at the A.C.E.S Ranch, we've got a lineup of in-person labs for doctors who want to become animal chiropractors. We have a lab 1 and a lab 2 coming up. We have coming up in June a lab 1 and a lab 3. And many of our doctors will be completing their work in June. That's right. A lot of our doctors make it through the program fast enough and dedicated enough so that they can go serve those patients. And those are doctors who are not so bound up in how will people think of me? How will I be the hero? They're thinking about their clients who need them, who are looking for their help and assistance. If you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has yet to add animal chiropractic to your practice, let me help you. If you would like to be more client-based, if you would like your practice to be more client-centered, let's think about that. How can I make my practice more client-centered? Well, one of the things I can do is I can create a practice that will be there for my clients even if I'm not available. I can set up systems and protocols so that other doctors who come in behind me can follow them and become as successful as I am, so that my success is also their success. And so when they are successful, we all win. I can choose doctors who want to be a part of that system. I can choose doctors who see their clients as their allies in their practice, as clients who serve and share the message that I'm getting to those patients, those animals, and help my practice grow. If you're a veterinarian or a chiropractor who has yet to add animal chiropractic to your practice, and you would like help with that future pacing, thinking about the next thing, thinking about how that growth of your practice will help you and your community to grow, find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com, where we train veterinarians and chiropractors just like you to build successful animal chiropractic practices. We are creating every day new ways for veterinarians and chiropractors like you to grow your practice, to get that animal chiropractic practice into the mindset of solving problems for your clients. Find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com. If you're already an animal chiropractor, consider joining our forces in the Insider's Edge. The Founders Club closes May 1st. What does that mean? What's Founders Club? Insider's Edge is a group of forward-thinking, building animal chiropractors who are creating the future for animal chiropractic. They are designing their practices to be forward-thinking. It is a group of doctors where we will walk you through the steps that it takes to make your practice that forward-thinking practice. It's a group of doctors who will be designing for people who come behind them the strategies that will help them to grow a practice. If you're an animal chiropractor, Insider's Edge is probably the place you want to be. Find us today at animalchiropracticeducation.com. Insider's Edge is on the shop button. We'll see you then.